following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Quarter. Hey, exit. 57. 57.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. And an alley to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 20. Just shy of the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Hey, we got to get stop here, D. Hey, switch gears.
On second down, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22. Now it's Ingram, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Ingram. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
50's a month. 50's a month.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Escaping the pressure right. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action here on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Samuels. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Then to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Again, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive will start with Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the burger. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-trained ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set! 180. Right there, 54 miles. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Black,
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 23. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. He finds his man Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
21. Here we go.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Middle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Sit. Wait, 80. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 3. 2-18, chop. Hey. Charlie.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Like 80. 11. Defense. Kill.
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw once more on second and 10. Roethlisberger, he turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Like 20.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, here's Breida. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second thing on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw, Garoppolo forced out to his left, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
13.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Good Goodwin able to haul it in. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Day providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 21.
Niners 14. Steelers.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ben to throw again. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete to Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Roethlisberger will throw. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 62 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point put through by Boswell as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43.